Okay, guys, the first thing we're going to look at here is law of sines, okay? And law of sines uses the same sine ratio that we used before in right triangles, but we set up ratios a little differently this time. Instead of dealing with like opposite over adjacent and hypotenuse and all that, we deal with sides opposite certain angles. So if you look at this non-right triangle, you see that I've labeled it triangle ABC, okay? The side opposite angle A, I've labeled with a lowercase a. The side opposite angle B, I've labeled with a lowercase b. And the side opposite angle C, I've labeled with a lowercase c. And if you look at the equation down here, it's basically a bunch of ratios like what we are used to seeing when dealing with trigonometry, except this one's a little different. It says the sine of angle A over the length of side A is equal to the sine of angle B over the length of side B, and that's also equal to the sine of angle C over the length of side C. So in the next couple of slides, it's going to show you how to use the law of sines, but basically, if you're given, let's say, two angles and one side and you're trying to solve for a missing side, you could use law of sines. If you're given two sides and one angle and you're trying to find a missing angle, you could use law of sines, and we'll look at specific examples of how you would use it in that certain scenario. So you can use it, again, if you're given basically three things and you're trying to find a fourth thing, two sides, one angle, and you're trying to find a missing angle, two angles, one side, and you're trying to find a missing side, you can use it in those particular instances. So the next couple of slides are going to walk you through that. And at the very end, I'm going to walk you through some problems on how to use law of sines as well as law of cosines, which we'll talk about next.